It's been a minute. How are you?
So we are at Reno, Nevada. Just arrived after like a 19-hour flight. It's a pretty long one. Got the bags, got the gear, everything arrived. So that's the first thing done. Now let's go to buy some food and try to sleep. Tomorrow we have a short vacay to start the week. So yeah, we are at Olympic Valley, that's close to Tahoe Lake. And today I'm going to raise the ascent. It's a half vertical cave, it's 500 meters of elevation over 3 kilometers. So it will be a very fast race. I think it will be like a sprint compared to next weekend. But it's nice to have to push a bit 1 week before Western. And the Sierra here is a very special part of the US and a very special mountain range. It's pretty wild on a way, like it's very big spaces, and the forests are amazing. Big forests, big trees, and yeah, it's a special place for that. And especially here, like you have the lake and it's very green, and it's alpine terrain, and then like when you get up the mountains there, you see all the desert. So it's a very unique place. Hey! Ei, Mai, Ilvali! Què digueu? Què heu fet avui? Que esteu menjant maduixes? Sí? Que estan bones. Yeah, yesterday was long. The travel is like, yeah, it's 24 hours home to here. Did they have a good night?
Super good. I'm very happy for that because the night before wasn't great.
Evening. Have
Yeah.
Ciao. Yeah, it was the days we were all a bit sick. So the baby Lou had fever, and the girls also like a lot of mucus and that. So it seems that today they had all a good night, so that the cold is past. So like they understand the racing and the distance, yeah, because like it's for them it's just like what normal people do, I think, because we are both doing that, racing and training long, and many of our friends that they see how like Ida is racing here and he's a good friend, and they say, yeah, Ida's also like this race.
Just kidding. Over here. Sí, pero hoy tranquila porque no me maratón. How are you doing?
Yeah.
It's so long. Nice to see you. I know.
Venga.
Well, the BK, it didn't go as I expected. I felt like it was a day off, and after I saw that it was probably kids were sick home, and I didn't decall, but probably yesterday with the flight so probably that's what I felt during the BK, and I wanted to push, but get rid of the cold in the next 3 days, so I can be clean for Western. So today I ran with the Chirac 2. The shoe have the same spirit as the Chirac 1, that it's a shoe that it feels fast and it feels light, and it's for the people that want to perform well. And I think with these changes, what we have improved is that people can feel that it's more comfortable and it have more cushioning and more reactivity. So it's I feel that when I'm running, the shoe's faster, but also that I can run much longer distances. So I think more people will find that they can run not only on very short distances, but also on longer distances. So we started testing it last year. I did more than 2,000 kilometers in a pair, and we were very confident that it really brought something better. So that's why we decided to do these changes. Yeah, I've been running a lot on it and really liking it. So I'm excited to start to see in the feet of more people and hear the feedback, because I really think that it's a shoe that much more people can wear it, especially for doing longer distances. And looking forward to have the feeling of the runners up there. So first I was doing this kind of 40-kilometer run, 3-hour runs, a bunch of them every week, mostly to start to activate the neuromuscular system at running longer, which it felt good because the first runs the legs were a bit tired, and then after that I didn't feel anything after the 40K runs, and at the same time keeping the heat. And then I has been keeping the heat, but changing for the last 3 weeks to, instead of doing these 40K runs, to do one longer run per week. It's been mostly a 6-hour 80K run for 2 weeks, and then a 60K run 4 hours and a half the last week. So a bit longer runs, and try to get a bit more adaptation on the fatigue in neuromuscular. Yeah, so we are at Forest Hill now, and today I will do a reco of the last, from Forest Hill to the river. So around 30 kilometers. Try to remember a bit the race. It's been some time. So today is 1 week out actually. It's Saturday. So 1 week to the race day. So kind of the last long runs before the race. Try to keep it chill still, but still do a bit of reco.
What's in your
Olive oil.
Olive oil?
Fat. It's I'm a very good fat oxidizer, or whatever it's called. But so for me, it's good. Even in the race, to take fat, olive oil, coconut oil. Okay, let's go. It's pretty cold, huh?
Yeah, it's nice.
One of the most interesting things I realized is that this year, even if my training has been just focusing on the longer, slowest runs and heat, I have not done any threshold workouts during the last months. My performances in the 20-minute runs in uphill, I have improved them. And last year I was training specifically for surgery, also doing a lot of threshold runs. And this year, without doing that, I was improving that. The case is pure fitness. It doesn't matter what you have been doing the last month, the last 2 months, the last 6 months. It's about creating a biological inertia. And the biological inertia is that if you are doing a stimuli for a long time, if you stop to do that stimuli for a period of time, that it can be a year, the changes on the biology of the cells it has this inertia that you have been creating during years, and it's still improve over time. So the interesting thing about training is to think long term, like, okay, how can I create this inertia and these adaptations that they are not just changing, okay, I am a bit more sharp for the race, but how you can create these adaptations that are changing your epigenetics, that they have a change in your biology. And that's what makes athletes better over the time. And then, like the last 6 weeks, you can do these acute adaptations that make you a bit more prepared for one kind of a race or another. But in the long term, it's what matters is to create this inertia. So what's the most exciting, I think, is to see if all this training that I have been doing for the last 12 weeks, how it shows in the race. Like if training hit in Norway, in the chamber, if all the neuromuscular adaptations that I have been doing, it really shows in the last phases of the race. So it's more like kind of the race is really not that important, but I want to do it well because that shows that the methodology of training has been successful.
It's cool, huh? Yeah. It's not cold today, yeah? How are you feeling? Like better than yesterday, actually. That's good.
Well, like I think like everyone is a scientist when you talk to when I go with my daughters in the forest, like they are asking all the questions all the time. What is this plant? Why it needs water? Why it needs the sun? Why it's growing that way? We are all scientists. Like we want to experience things. We want to know how things work. And it's just, I think that many times on the way, like we sometimes lose this curiosity. But being scientist, in my opinion, is just keeping this curiosity of trying to learn and trying to understand the things. From the fjord in Norway to the American River in California. Not the same, but nature as well. It's cold, huh? Yeah, week out, it's fun, like because you feel that all the work is done, that you cannot do anything to make you better, but you can do a lot of things to make you bad. I think it's that moment where you need to accept to rest, and you need to accept to not do too much, because you can mess things a lot, and it's just like to try to chill, which is hard. Like home, it's always a lot of things to do with the kids and that, and here is like not many things to do, so it will be boring.
Instead of kids that are demanding a bunch of your time, it's just filmmakers.
It's just filmmakers and journalists and that, but yeah, it's